Well, hello there! Welcome once more to Kwankyewaa's kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you. Today I'm sharing with you this very simple but delicious, perfect, crowd-pleasing whitening recipe. I've had a lot of questions from you guys every time I serve this whitening with anything that I post here or Instagram. I've had a lot of questions. So today I'm going to be sharing this simple recipe with you, and I hope you will love it. So whitening is what we call Alata Kako back home in Ghana, and I think it's the same one that the Nigerians salt and looks like the Kako we have, the salted. It's almost like Kako that we have in Ghana as well. So anyway, I got this from Lily's Supermarket in Chandler. If you are in the Phoenix Metro, I know I get a lot of questions on Instagram and here as well. This is where I got it. If you live in Philly, when I lived in Philly, I used to get it from Farmer's Best in Northeast Philly off Adams Avenue. They have it whole, perfect, good size. I used to fold it, put the tail inside the mouth and fry it like we have back home. So good, so good. Anyway, I have cut up my fish, added it to the other pieces that I already had cut, and now I'm going to give it a thorough wash. So this comes frozen, and when I got it from the store anyway, it was cleaned or supposed to be clean, but it's not all the way clean. It still had some scales on it. It still had a few of the fins on. So I'm trimming this as I wash it, and I know you would want to do the same as well. So I gave it 2 rinses. So here I'm transferring it back into the pan, and then I give it one more wash, especially because I try to clean the scales and I don't want it to have any scales on it when I fry. So one thing is, this fish is very spongy. When you wash it, it soaks up some water, so I like to just press on it a little bit to make sure it doesn't have too much liquid inside. And that is pretty much it. We're done cleaning it. So to season, I just go very simple with this. I am just adding in some salt. That was too much salt that I scooped, so as you see, I left some. So this is probably, I would say, just a teaspoon of salt that I added in here, because my seasonings that I'm using have a little bit of salt as well. So this is 6 pepper seasonings. It's Tones. I get this from Sam's Club, but use any seasoning of your choice, any seasoning that you like. For fish seasoning, Old Bay is so good with it, Old Bay fish seasoning, but I didn't have that. So apply your seasoning to your fish, making sure every part of it is well coated, because you want it to be tasty. Yes, you want the taste to be perfect on here. And now over here I have a cup of flour. I've added about a half a teaspoon of the 6 pepper seasoning. That is all that was left in the container anyway. And just a pinch of salt, just a little bit, because you want that coating not to be bland. You want to still have a taste to it, so when you bite into your fish, it's not going to be bland on the outside but tasty on the inside. You feel me? You feel me? Okay. So I stirred to make sure everything is all mixed up, and now I'm just dropping my fish into this flour. Just coat every part of it, make sure it's well coated, and then I'm going to fry it. So whilst I'm doing this, I'm already heating up my oil, and as soon as I'm done coating everything, I can just quickly go and fry it. So like I told you, my oil is very heated now, and with all that rosemary in my garden, not knowing what to do with it, I try to season up my oil. So I'm infusing some rosemary in here, and boy, was it delicious. This made a big difference. So yes, now I know what to do with my overly abundant rosemary. So I threw some here, as you just saw, and now I am just placing my fish pieces very well coated in here. And my oil is very hot. You want your oil to be hot when you place your fish in, because you don't want it to sit in the oil to heat up, because that way your fish is going to end up soggy. It's going to have too much oil in it, and you don't want that. It's not even going to be presentable anyway. So I'm seeing some spots in here, you know, that I could place some more fish pieces in there, and that is what I'm doing, because of course I'm trying to maximize time. And this was part of watch it and still cook with me, but I decided to shorten it and have this separate, because most of the time when I make a lengthy video, people skip through it and they miss a whole recipe. Like seriously, if you are able to, please watch my full videos, because you know, if I wasted all that time or I spent all that time to make a video, trust me, most of the things that I put in there are very essential. Like there are full recipes that I put there, and that's why I don't speed through them. When I do the meal prep videos, of course I speed through them, because most of the meals that I prepare on those videos I've already shared with you, and so there's no point, and those are just made for motivation. But when I say cook with me, mostly, please, if you can, watch it all. But I made this separate for that purpose, because sometimes it's just hard to keep answering questions and trying to tell people to watch the full video to get everything. Because this actually, I also did it in my Kwankyewaa video, but it wasn't as detailed as this one. And I hope you enjoy this video. I hope this is worth me doing it separate. This fish is good. Can you see that? It's crisping up. So beautiful. It's called white, and I think for a purpose, you know, it's white. The meat is white. When you fry it, it's so beautiful. Can you see how it's turning golden? But it's like such a beautiful, gorgeous color. And the aroma in here, you know, sometimes when you fry fish, or not even sometimes, most of the time when you fry fish, you feel like your whole house is just stinking up. It's fishy. But with that infusion of the rosemary in there, and just the beautiful smell that this fish has on its own, it's smelling amazing in here. Like, I just love the smell. So maybe it's because it's combined with the wachi stew and the wachi and all the vibes going on. But boy, this fish is good. This fish is really good. So I hope you are able to find yourself some whitening wherever you are, and just try this recipe with it. Very simple. So I fried this for about 6 minutes on each side, you know, and of course, so maybe like 5 minutes on each side, and then I flipped it over a couple of times on either side to make sure that it looks perfect, just like it does now. And at this point, it's ready to come out of the oil. Just beautiful, beautiful, right? This fish is like really, really crowd pleasing, because people just see it, even on my Insta stories, Instagram posts, or in videos, and they just keep asking about the fish. I guess they ask not just because they want to know, you know, they want to know, but they want to know because they wonder what kind of fish looks so beautiful, what kind of fish looks so gorgeous. And I know you will love this, so hopefully you give this a try. So I'm just going to go ahead and fry the remaining pieces of fish, and our lunch will be ready in a few. This was going to go with some wachi, like I told you before, and how delicious, how perfect this went with it. You know, back home, even the wachi sellers normally sell wachi with Alata, Kako, you know, the bougie ones. The good piece of fish. This fish is so good, and it goes perfectly with your kenke. So just imagine, if today being a Memorial Day, I'm making this voiceover on a Memorial Day, imagine this being out here, you know, with your friends and family gathered. This would have been the perfect holiday meal combo. You would have had a spread like this, of course, your wachi and everything that goes with it, some hot, piping hot, soft kenke, some spicy peppers on the side, and whoever wanted wachi could have had it. Whoever wanted kenke or banku would have had it all. Of course, a little bit of everything. This would have been the perfect combination. I still hope you are able to do this. Try this, get ready for it when everything is over, and have a perfect time with your family and friends with this. Just look at this. Pop thin, right? Perfect. So my husband was like, this fish is so good. Is it expensive? And I was like, no, not really expensive. Red fish, of course, is way more expensive. I mean, red snapper. And he's like, maybe we should be doing more of this fish. This is how good it is. Look at that with some kenke. I really hope you are able to try this. If this is your first time here, this is Kwankyewaa's Kitchen, where making simple, replicable meals is my passion. And I really hope you give me a thumbs up for this. And until I come your way next time with something delicious, be loving, be kind, be happy.